Yeah, your boy in the building. Prince All Saiyans, nigga. The Fresh Prince of Super Saiyans, nigga. You niggas ain't got nothing on me. Yo, when I see this shit at the store, dog, I said, oh boy. Yeah, we gotta get that. I said, I gotta get that. I gotta let these niggas know. Like, man, nothing don't happen for no reason. That's first of all. Everything in life happens for a reason. Now, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it always happens. And what we gotta do in life is realize that when bad things happen to you, it's either to teach you a lesson or stop you from doing something that you probably shouldn't be doing anyway. Like, how can I say this? I don't even care. It's a whole bunch of stories, and I'm sure you're old enough to understand it. Not everything in life is like, just because it's bad, it's meant to be bad. Some things happen because the Lord is guiding you and pushing you in a certain direction. And sometimes being stopped is a good thing. Sometimes being able to just go forward, get like, you know, the easy way. People make it easy for you. And then, when you really have to do stuff, when it's really your turn to show everybody, like, look, I could do this. Then you lose to some guy that's been training his whole fucking life for it because he's been doing the work. You know what I mean? I don't know who that's for, but that's for somebody. It's real funny. I ain't even gonna show it. I ain't even gonna show it. But yeah, life's amazing, man. Every other day now, I be like salty. I be real mad sometimes, like, damn, bro. These niggas just let this shit a mess out here. Oh well, ain't my shit. Buenos dias. Like, I don't even want to show this shit out here. This shit is disgusting. But you know, like I said, man, this ain't my town. These ain't my people. If niggas want to live like whatever. Damn, I really should show this. This is bad, bro. What the fuck is niggas doing out here, bro? It ain't even my business though, man. That's their job. You know what I mean? If they could do it like that and not get in trouble, so what? I ain't gonna do it. That's the one thing about all of the shenanigans that's been going on. I literally prove all the time everything I say. And you know what I mean? Like, I was watching something this morning. I only watched like 5 minutes of it. I gotta watch the rest of that shit. And it was about some woman that wrote a book on intuition and shit, right? And I was just like, yo, I feel that shit so much. Like, I've been learning a lot about that word. Like, I've been learning a lot of words about shit that I be doing. And I'd be like, yo, how the fuck you be doing these things and you didn't even know the words to it? Like, you knew what it was, but, you know what I mean? Like, I always call it something else, like intuition. I call it spider senses. Because that's what I had to learn to, that's where I learned it from. I learned it from Spider-Man. To me, intuition is spider senses. You believing in yourself and you have feelings and you record these feelings and you work on it and then you start trying it and then things happen and then you're like, oh shit, my feelings, my thoughts, and it was right. So it's like crazy, just like Wolf Guard and all these things, man. Like, I've been doing this shit since I was a kid. I think we all have. It's just some of us believe it and be like, all right, I'm gonna keep on learning. Or maybe somebody teaches you the real word, and then you're like, oh, I'm using my intuition or whatever. Me, like I said, I didn't have many teachers and fathers and all of that. I had certain people teach me certain shit or learn from certain people by listening, but nobody is like, you know what I mean? So that's when I paid attention to a lot of things. And the more you pay attention to, the more you start realizing, you know what I mean? You're not a dummy. Like, for instance, niggas think I wear these fucking shades so I could be cool. I wear the shades to hide my eyes so I can watch you. I can walk right by you and you don't know I'm looking at you, and I'll turn my head slightly away so you think I'm looking somewhere else. And this shit just be funny, bro. Like, every time I come outside, it be the same type of deal, and I could just see the shit, man. Like, and then all this bad shit happening to me heightens it because, you know what I mean? You want to pay attention more. You're like, holy shit, dog. You don't know who the fuck on your team. And then next thing you know, you start watching niggas, testing niggas. You start fucking walking around corners and shit, leading niggas down one way. And then you're like, oh, all right, I think this nigga following me in the car. All right, I'm going to go down this one-way block. I'm going to go down this one-way block. Sound the horns. Sound the horns. And then they be like, shit, now I got to go around the block. And then they got to come up the one-way block. But you ain't really going up the one-way block. You just going up the one-way block. To test niggas. And then you just go right back. You know what I'm saying? And then the dumb motherfuckers will go around the block because they can't go down the one way. So they hurry up, go around the block, and then they expect to see your ass walking down that block. But they don't. They see you walking back. Or if you want to dip on them, you act like you're gonna go, and then you just dip. And when you see them niggas pass you, just turn right back around. And then they be lost as hell, like, where the fuck did he go? Where'd he go? Spider senses, intuition. Now, I want to appreciate everybody that's watching, especially my dude 7 grams, you know what I mean? He's still sharing my videos, which is so helpful right now, bro. Like, real talk, man. I feel like this movie I watched a long time ago about this black guy, and he was always getting harassed or some weirdo shit or whatever. I can't remember the whole movie, but I remember it's like at the end the nigga got killed on the train and shit. He got stopped at the train and they popped his ass. Some cops or some shit like that, or so, I forgot exactly what it was, but I remember I see that shit a long time ago. It's another thing that stuck out in my mind, because it was a black dude and he was good, and he was like trying to tell people like, yo, niggas just trying to fucking get me, bro. And nobody believed his ass. Nobody believed him. It's a real story. I remember that. It was based off a real story. And shit like that. And then Mike Brown and all that. All them niggas started getting rocked like that in front of our eyes. And they was recording this shit, bro. And back when I was younger, black people, we were our own news. Black people always talk about what the other people do to us all the time and shit. That's how we used to protect each other. Like, yo, they got Ray, bro. They planted drugs on him and shit. They paid somebody to blah blah, like all these tricks. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I do the Thinking Man channel. That's why I tell everybody exactly what I'm doing and shit. Like, yo, I don't do any drugs. I don't sell any drugs. I don't I don't fuck with whores. I don't blah blah. Because these are the things they use against us. And then I realized when I started getting older, reading the Bible, and the Lord said, your enemies are gonna use your sins against you. I said, oh shit. So this is why I gotta embarrass myself and tell all my stories about myself. Because when they try to fucking run around and tell your story, they always add shit on, or they try to add in what the fuck you supposed to be, or whatever the fuck the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And then I realized, yo, this is how these niggas get me out of every town, bro. And that's why when I came to this, where the bullshit started, it's like God unlocked every detective mode thing I ever fucking learned. Like, I be walking down and just new ideas of how to deal and see these niggas just jump in the head and shit. And just all these little tactics, bro. And I'm like, yo, thank God I learned this shit. Because when it came time to need it or whatever, it just kicks in. I think they call it muscle memory or brain memory or some shit. Like, you can learn something, forget it. And then when some situation happens, it'll kick back up, and you'll start remembering, like, oh yeah, I remember about this. I know how to deal with this situation. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not gonna act like I know how to deal with every situation, because if I did, bro, I'd be out of here already. But that's little stupid things here and there that keep me here, like, you know what I mean? Not having my fucking ID and shit. I still gotta go get that. But it's like every time I get ready to go get shit or do anything, these fuckers or something starts happening where I can't do it. I gotta go pay attention to this, and then I gotta go pay attention to that. Then I gotta go do this, and I'm just like, that's what made me learn how to just go with life. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is learn how to deal with the situation you're in when you feel trapped and shit. Like, all right, I'm trapped. These niggas, I'm trapped. There's nothing I can do. So let me make the best of my situation. Let me, dig my foxhole and get ready. Like the Viet Cong. When America went to war in Vietnam, them niggas said, yo, we got an easy one, bro. These niggas ain't gonna be able to fuck with us. We got AKs, we got all these extra bombs, and we got all this shit. But them Viet Cong niggas understood their land. They studied their enemy and realized they don't have the same land as us. These niggas is living in cities, and we live in a jungle. So they used their jungle to defeat their enemy, because they knew you tough with your AK and shit, but when you walk in that forest, dog, and you can't see anything, and you see me pop out, it's gonna scare the shit out you. So all your bravery and shit, that's gonna limit that down. That's gonna tone that tough guy shit down, because nobody's tough when you don't know what's going on. Know what I'm saying? You gotta think, or you gonna just get it. So these dudes built all these like underground literal fucking tunnels that went through everywhere, and they can get around without being seen. They can move their supplies. They could, you know what I mean? And they started building traps and regular shit. They was beating us with booby traps from like fucking 2,000 years ago. Niggas falling in snake pits, and niggas having little dolls and things that would be keen to the eye, because they knew our American soldiers are babies, and they'll fucking pick shit up just to pick it up. Oh my God, look at that American doll, and it has a hand grenade attached to it. These niggas had to go hard body and soup they men up to, you know what I mean, charge at niggas with fucking grenades on them and just take out a whole platoon by itself, because niggas didn't want to be taken over. Some of them niggas knew so much what was going on. They said, yo, if we don't die for our country, they gonna take everything. We gonna be done. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Like, I gotta do what I gotta do for my people. Shit like that taught me the Jacob, the go all in shit. I ain't Chinese, you know what I'm saying? But I could respect real shit. I respect shit like that. I could respect when a man, you know what I mean, love his people so much, he gonna be the one that have to make the sacrifice. A lot of people, we don't know nothing about that no more. You know what I mean? And I know for a fact, cause when it comes to being good and raising your family and shit like that, it's a sacrifice. Every man wants to have sex with a million women if he could. Every woman wants to be with the greatest guy and the richest guy. But you don't get these things without sacrifices, man. Like, sometimes you gotta let shit go so you could be the one to allow other people, your family members, your friends, they gonna be the ones that get the shit off. They gonna be the ones to finish building the thing or whatever the case may be, man. And it's like, learning off all those people, learning the samurai and the ninja code and all that shit I be showing y'all. That's what makes me me. That's what makes me, like, you know what I mean? Willing to do these things. You know how many years I contemplated doing what I'm doing right now and sticking my head above the water? You know how many years I said, yo, you know, as soon as you start talking, as soon as you start preaching, as soon as you start telling the truth, you know what happened to other dudes, dog. It's not like we don't know Malcolm X. It's not like we don't know Martin Luther King. It's not like we don't know all of these men. And then the biggest example is Jesus. All those men spoke for peace. Sound the horns. All those people spoke for peace. They didn't kill nobody. They didn't wild out. They didn't nothing. They just wanted their people to be left alone. They didn't ask for everything in the world. They didn't demand things. They said, nah, can y'all work with us? There's contracts. There's things that you said on paper that niggas is free, or after a certain amount of time of servitude, we can go home. You know what I mean? And that shit, that shit always touched me. Because those men were fighting for me. They got what they got for me. So I could walk around this motherfucker, bro. Not be the king. No, so I could literally walk around the streets and be left alone. Not be harassed. Everything that's happening to me, this is what these men fought for, so this shit would happen. You know what I mean? And then when I'm doing this shit and I'm fighting for my rights and all these different things and shit, it's like everybody, I can't believe we live in a world where a nigga can say all this shit and show that he's a good man, and still yet I gotta suffer, bro. I gotta tell people they don't believe me. I went to my boss, let him know about Jason and shit, because the cops told me to. And the nigga said, nah, you the one harassing everybody, and I told the cops this. I said, word? Like, damn, bro, like, you definitely one of them now. Now, I never knew you really was until, you know, I'm sure you watching, you see me call your name, because I wanted you to help me, dog. I thought you wasn't one of them. I thought you was just like, you know what I mean, what you was. And I figured, you know, you would do something. But now I understand why niggas never did nothing all that time. Because motherfuckers want to hate on me. Or they told you I was lying or I'm harassing, and then since you believed it, you know what I mean? They're your peoples and they know you forever. And I don't know you. Of course you're gonna believe it. Damn, man, these niggas just be walking back and forth from the corner now, bro. I ain't even gonna say them because I already know it ain't them. I know who that is. You welcome. Telling you, my time coming, man. I'm gonna be free. I really believe it, man. Somehow, some way. Anyway, I've been watching them readings and stuff. And they keep talking about some girl want to come back, and they said specifically, Rapunzel or something. The story of Rapunzel or Snow White, whatever Disney story where the girl was like trapped in a tower, and they had to rescue the girl. The prince had to go rescue her. It said that's how they feel about me. And I was like salty a little bit. Like, I'm the man though, you know what I mean? I'm supposed to rescue my wife. I'm supposed to rescue the princess. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, yo, you really do need somebody to really like come help you in some type of way, bro. Like, or you just gotta keep going through this shit until they get you. Or you just, you know what I mean, get fired, and like that's what they've been trying to do the whole time, is get me fired. So then I don't have money, and then I lose my crib, and then I could be on the street, and then they could do whatever they want to me, because I'll be like one of those homeless guys that they do anything they want to up there. And I was like, yo, this is like nuts, man. Like, that's why I try to be on my best behavior. I try to protect my job because, you know what I mean? I did all that work to get it. I went through all that shit to get it. I don't even like the job. I never liked the job. Doesn't matter what job I have though. I try to do it because it's a job. It pays my rent. It gets food in my stomach. You don't have to struggle so much. Excuse me, man. Thank you. It'd be amazing how motherfucking women out here just disrespectful, bro. Especially the older ones. They literally, and I love the older ones. Some of them, they be the nicest. Every time you hear a lady on my video, she an older woman. But some of these older chicks, yo, they just will literally bogart they way through you. They'll literally look at you walking down the street, walk right towards you, and expect you to move out the way. But they wasn't walking in your way. They moved in your way. And they gonna make you move. And I move because it's an old lady, bro. You know what I mean? But I be seeing it with the look in the eyes and certain things. But it be all good, man. Ain't nothing you could do about that. Suspicious. Suspicious. But yeah, man. If there really is a shorty out there that you didn't